Welcome to Ocean Yami's channel. Today we're going to talk about love after lockup. True and Shanta's relationship seems very awkward. Since when she picked him up from the prison, there was like an awkward exchange. Not only that, when his niece and nephew was around him, it was like he was just like seemed like he was happy to be out of prison. But anyway, the first place they hit is the food, the restaurant, and when he's talking to her, she just seems so shy and awkward. Anyways, later on when they have a awkward embrace, you see them in the car, and then they are like talking, and he's talking about how she looks good, and he said to her, "Oh, you should have come visit me." Anyways, the next scene you see is True. It's like Shanta bought clothes for True, and then like they go to a sex shop. Now Shanta seems so awkward. Once again, she just seemed kind of like, so she ends up calling her friend and says, well, just guess where I am. And it's like, where? So she goes, I'm at a sex shop. Anyway, so True's like buying every single thing on site, literally getting excited like when a child's in a sweet shop kind of situation. So he buys a whole heap of stuff and he goes to the shopkeeper. I want stuff so that I can do to her because I just came out of prison. So the shop owner's like, okay, well, there's this. Anyways, so she's just looking all kind of awkward and kind of shyish and stuff like that, which is strange because I thought, being that she had children, right, she would know how it goes. Anyways, there's a whole heap of awkwardness. So True goes to her, when they reach the hotel, True goes to her, okay, where should we put on the handcuffs, front or back? She goes, nowhere. So he looks at her like to say, you're no fun kind of thing. I don't know how True and Shanta's relationship is going to last, but in the next scene you see later on in the next episode, it seems like he leaves early. He just, like Shanta is not giving him what he's wants kind of thing. So you see Shanta's like where is he kind of thing. But I don't know. This relationship might not last. It doesn't give lasting relationship. It might be a case of him cheating on her or going elsewhere. It's like kind of reminds me of Reds. When Reds came out and he kept going to different places, he kept leaving the lady who he was staying with. So that's what this relationship is really giving. Whether or not it's long lasting, it'll be something to see, because because it's not a compatible. They don't seem compatible in parts. It just seems like, she was a lady who was looking after him in prison or whatever, and he had to. It's like she went to pick him up, but anyways, we will see as the series progress how this relationship either goes left or right or up and down or up or down. So with that said, let's go to the other. Soraya and Troy. So Soraya seems like a church girl gone bad. However, when Soraya's on her way with her parents is very much just like, going along to go get Troy with her brother, and they end up getting to the prison. Then she gets a text saying that how he's not being released. He seems to be getting taken somewhere else. So as she looks, they see him from a distance get into a car, in another car. They're taking him to another probational place. So she ends up jumping back in the car with her brother and chasing down the car. Now we still don't see where he ends up, because even he calls her and he's like sounding kind of confused on the other side of the phone, like he doesn't know what's going on, he doesn't know what's happening at the time. So she goes and she decides to chase the prison car, the formation car. And Zariah seems very, I don't know if it's self-esteem with her, I don't know what's going on with her. She seems very like head in the clouds. In the first episode, when we are introduced to her, right, we see her at the church with her mother, and the mum's saying, oh, I can't wait for Troy to be released. This is the first episode. And also her dad engages in that and says, we can't wait for him to come out and stuff like that. Anyways, he happens to call the same time and says, look, I can't wait to come out and all this stuff. Then Zariah goes to a tarot reader. The tarot reader said that how the relationship is going to go through trials and tribulations, like there's going to be loads of drama concerning the baby mother, and she doesn't sound like she will get a wedding or anything else. Zariah, on the other hand, is like just sitting there crying and all that. So Zariah goes home because her cousin is staying with her, and she's saying, look, I bought Troy this bouquet of money bouquet, and I bought him a diamond crusted jewelry, and I've also tattooed up myself a huge tattoo on the side of her body. Then as the episode proceeds, to her cousin goes, oh my gosh, like when he comes, everything's going to change. That means I can't walk around in my shorts and that. So Zariah goes, no, you can walk around in your shorts. And I was like, bro, like you're going to have your cousin walk around in shorts around a man who just come out of prison. Now, that is going to be something else, because her cousin and Troy is going to be living in the house together, whether that's okay or not okay or whatever. But this will be interesting to see how that works out. Zariah definitely is, like I said, head in the clouds. What can I say about Hope and Arthur? This is just something else. Hope is like this truck driver in the series who drives trucks and stuff like that, and she's gone. Well, she's at the hotel getting ready to go pick up Arthur. So Arthur's mum is at the prison waiting so she can pick up her son. So Arthur's mum saying, I can't even go in and pick him up. I gotta wait for Hope to come pick him up so that I can get him. So Arthur's mother is just looking at the time and, oh my gosh, like, boy, she's late. Where is Hope? Hope turns up in the truck to pick up Arthur, not really dressed like real, however. Anyway, Arthur finally comes out and he embraces Hope and the mum. So the mum kind of just stands there, waiting to see whether he's going to drive with her. She doesn't like Hope already. She doesn't like who Hope is or anything about it. So then Arthur's like, no, I'm driving with Hope in the truck. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, they end up at an eatery, and Hope and Arthur and his mum sitting down, and so Hope is saying to the mum, oh, what's it, right? You haven't done anything for him. I've done everything for him, and all this. So the mum's like, it's not like I haven't been doing anything for him. I had loads of things to do. like, things be going on the outside world, and sometimes I haven't always got the finances to always go and help him out or whatever. So Hope really is the one who was helping Arthur while he was in prison. Anyway, later on, there was a moment where Arthur said, Mum, like you have done nothing for me or whatever. So the mom goes, no, don't say that. I have been doing for you. You can't say that. Then they have a moment where they embrace, and she goes, look, son, I will do anything for you. I will make sure you're okay. I will, whatever. Anyway, Hope's just sitting there, like, giving him the face or whatever. So they embrace, and he has a bit of a cry, But bear in mind, like, just because Hope is carrying the bill, it doesn't mean to say that Arthur's mum never did anything. Like, because I think they said he went into prison very, very young. So she was constantly there for him all the time. And it's just that how, people, people, people be going through financial stuff and all that. Plus, she has the rest of the family that she had to take care of. But Hope doesn't take that into consideration. Hope is literally quite rude to the mum, I would say, which I feel is a little bit out of order, because she doesn't know the circumstances in which these two was before she came into the picture. She kind of gives off feisty, out of order kind of attitude. Even if she was giving him stuff in the prison, giving him money for food, whatever the case is, she really comes over quite rude to me. But maybe that's just me. But you can tell me in the comments what you think of her and her attitude towards the mother, because some mothers do ride for their children, but sometimes, things have to give, because there's always that one relative that never learns from their mistakes. So I kind of understand where the mum's coming from on that level, where like she is like, like, I was giving, but I have to look after the rest of the family. Life literally goes on when people is locked up. It doesn't stay the same. Things be going on, life be going on. So to me, Hope was really rude, you know what I'm saying? So with that said, let's move on to the other one. Kim and Joey. Now, this couple is a very odd couple. She is a mother of 2 boys, and Joey is known as the one, the bad boy of the town, being it's a small town and all that. Anyways, there was an incident where like another lady's name comes up. It seems very suspicious. Somebody called Ashley. But as we go through the second episode, right, we see Kim on her way to get her nails done, and she is literally like, oh my gosh, I can't wait for him to come, and so we can make life so that her sons can have a father and all this, even though they already called him dad already. It's kind of weird. But when she gets to the salon where her cousin is working, anyway, there's a conversation that happens in the salon. So as they're sitting there, she goes to the cousin, guess who I'm with, kind of thing. So the cousin goes, who? And she goes, Joey. So the cousin goes, it's Joey? Anyway, so then it turns into a thing where it seemed like Joey had cheated on her cousin with her, but she goes, like it's nothing, kind of thing, and so the cousin's like, Joey is like a cheater, and he has seems like he's always in and out of prison, and he seems like he's one of those that has a reputation around the town. Anyway, Kim is like, just like, oh, well, oops kind of thing. So the cousin said, my concern is with this, like, is that how like he's gonna do her like he did to me, because he seems like a cheater. Well, the sad fact is that how like, this man is gonna be introduced to her sons, and gonna form a relationship. Now, in the Life After Lockup series, this always happens with a lot of women in the series, where like their children's introduced to the man, and like the children's like in the middle of it in a kind of way, which is sad, because like you never know how it's gonna go. You never know how it's gonna go with this situation, because if he is a known cheater already, it's going to be something crazy. But Kim just seems to be like, oh, it's okay, because when he comes out, he's going to be there for me, he's going to be there for my children, he's going to be there, and I'm like, oh, like in my mind I'm thinking no, because like if he can do that to your cousin and probably a few other women, right, how do you know he's gonna be like, what's it called it, not cheap with you kind of thing. But this lady just seems very head in the clouds. I don't know whether she has a reputation herself in the town for being whatever she is. I'm not gonna say she is whatever, because it's still out to be seen, but it just seems to how like she's just very, oh, like I need a man to look after my children and all that stuff. But it's one of those, like I said, once again, it's one of those situations where you have to watch to see where this relationship's gonna go, because when he comes out, sometimes it goes all a different way. Sometimes it might end up okay, and sometimes it just goes into a case of where there is a struggle, and it seems like the signs are already there. But whether Kim has clocked on to the signs, that's a whole nother thing. She just seems very I need a man kind of situation, but she has lovely children who's going to be in the middle of all this craziness. But we'll see what happens as the series proceeds. Christine and I forgot what this guy's name anyway, but they just seem like the odd couple. Now, he was preparing for her to come out to prison. He bought her a banner, he got the room for them, he got the cat, which he dresses up in a cape when he goes to collect her. He got all the foods, all the necessities and stuff like that, and he said the banner is like a private joke between them. So he says that how, right, because she's very quirky, he seems like a very quirky person. So he goes to collect her from the prison, and he waits at there with the flowers and stuff. Anyway, as she comes out, it's like a very strange embrace till they fall on the floor, and she just wants to eat him. Basically, she doesn't care who's there. She doesn't even care if the camera's there. So as she's there, she goes, I kind of gained weight since I've been inside of there and all that. She looks like she's been on some kind of substance. Like, she doesn't look like how she looks in the picture. She does explain that she was in there because of substances and different stuff, and that how she's glad to meet the guy's name right now, but she's glad to meet him, and that how he seems okay, and he has been helping her while she's been in prison and all that. And it's like I think they said they had history between them before she went into prison. So it's a case of seeing where this relationship is gonna go. The guy seems very genuine. In fact, I'm not gonna say he's not genuine. He seems like he want to give her a lot. He comes over a little bit like Andrew from the last series, where like he doubts on her a lot. making sure she has all her necessities, making sure, she's okay, kind of thing. But it's left to be seen how this relationship is going to turn out in the future. I'm gonna keep an eye on them, on these two as well. But it seems like the other runners are more in sight more than Christine and this man here. But anyways, I will see you in the next one. Yeah, just tell me what you think. Thank you. Thank you for watching Ocean Yummy channel, and please leave a comment and tell me what you think of Love After Lockup, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.